So it's been a minute since I vlogged. Sorry for the delay. I've been super busy, but I plan to keep working on this channel. And with that being said, I have some big news, big announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be a father. I have a baby boy on the way, and everything seems to be going right at the same time because me and my wife just signed a contract, paid the deposit for 3 rai of land in the northeast section of Thailand. 3 rai of land, I don't know the calculation exactly, but it's probably around maybe 2 acres of space. So it's massive. There's already a guest house on the land. So all we need to do is build a house and a fence and so on. So it's very exciting. Oh, by the way, there's a fish pond on the land too. So I'm super excited in so many ways, and life is truly beautiful. So with that being said, let's start the vlog.
This and I can read or and I can study something like read a journal or something. If you make it calm,
Good idea. This is breakfast spot.
you like it? I know you like this.
Brick by brick. This is Philly style.
Yeah, Philly style.
We will make this in our new place. Realizing that the most beloved is one's own self, one should guard oneself against temptation. Excuse me, doctor? I have a question. How do you feel about being a mom?
Very excited and very happy.
Congratulations. And how about the new land and all of the dreams that seem to be coming true? Any thoughts?
I don't know, I feel like it's a perfect time for us. Like having a baby first, and then in a few months we having a good news about that land, and we kind of love that land, feeling in nature, something like that. Very excited for everything.
Congratulations. Thank you for your service, and thank you for being a very humble doctor.
You're welcome.
Let's get Americano yen. Okay, so maybe you can help me brainstorm a little bit and help me plan for this land that we're going to develop. It's a huge project, a lot we need to do, and I want to document the entire journey on this channel, being a father and developing this land, building a house, building a garden, and we have a lot of ideas. So feel free to drop some ideas because we have a lot of space, a lot we can do. So first of all, we want to make like an outdoor theme where like this place, right? Build a structure where it's enclosed by mosquito nets that you can roll up, and like bean bags and little table for drinking tea and reading books and taking nap. And like this is the chill area, and this will be by the fish pond. And of course, one of my dreams for the land is to host retreats and workshops for students, for meditation practitioners, yoga enthusiasts. So I want to build little structures where, like guest houses, people can stay. They have their own bed, their own shower in nature, and then we can host different events, maybe yoga, meditation, and I plan to build a small little school or learning center where I will offer free classes for the community. So free English classes, free ICT classes, free math classes, just maybe once or twice a month to give back to the community as much as possible. And, as we develop the land, we're going to invite our friends over. And I have some friends that are into philosophy, having like philosophy night, a book club, so many ideas, and I'm so excited about it. So please help me out because I need suggestions, and maybe if you're as enthusiastic as I am, one day I can invite you to the land and we can have a barbecue, have a drink, and cheers to life. So thank you for joining me on this journey, and let's continue the vlog. Okay, random thought, but I'm a tech nerd, so if you're not into this, you can skip forward a little bit. But has anyone ever noticed how all of a sudden AI has memory? So I think maybe 6 months ago, if you talk to ChatGPT or Google Gemini, it's more like a Google search. Like you ask a question or you ask for advice and it provides that. It searches the entire internet for every written word that's ever been written in every language in seconds, and it gives us information, and it's an amazing tool, right? But all of a sudden, AI now remembers what you've inputted into the system. So you can try yourself. Ask ChatGPT, ask Google Gemini, remember when I asked this question about agriculture? Or remember when I asked this question to ask you for advice about this and that? It will not only regurgitate everything you said, but it will update. So it's like it's alive. This leads me to the question, what is consciousness? A fundamental part of consciousness is memory. So I leave you with the question, my friends, is AI conscious? Could we have already arrived at this point and we're not aware? So if you unplug AI, it shuts down. But if you unplug a person, you stop their heartbeat, they cease to exist. So we're entering very, very weird time, and it's only going to get weirder. And I promise you one thing. If you're not ready, if you're not prepared, if you're not reading up, I strongly suggest that you do, to prepare yourself and your children for the world in which we are headed. So it's no longer going to be important to be the best mathematician, to be the best computer programmer. Anything cognitively related is going to be placed by AI. So where does that leave humans? That leaves us in both a predicament and with opportunities, because there will still be the human aspect where we entertain each other, we need each other, we socialize with each other, and we will prefer that or need that or want that to AI. But we're going to have to integrate AI within all of that. So what I'm trying to say is our old ideas of what a job will be or is, what education is, what society is changing drastically. And 98% of people are not aware. I read a lot about this. I can recommend some books. And personally, I'm excited, but a lot of people are scared for good reason. And I'm a nerd, closet nerd. So I'm going to stop talking about this because my wife doesn't like when I go off about serious things. So I'm going to stop there. Let's continue the vlog. I need a haircut because I'm human. I'm not an AI machine, and I look like a white monkey. So let's get a haircut. So I got a haircut. I just saw my student in the mall. Hi Plawan, you see this? And then I'm gonna go to the gym. So not being too serious, just gonna live my life. See you soon. So I just finished the gym and I just want to share something real quick. It seems that when you're on your way up in life and things are going your way and your dreams are coming true, whenever you're on your way up, it seems that the negative entities, negativity, or the demonic forces, if you will, have a tendency to try to sneak their way in and drag you down. It's kind of like the law of the universe. And the ironic thing is that when you're having a hard time, when you're at your lowest in life, we tend to not appreciate or pay attention to all the positive things or people in your life. And when we're on our way up and at our highest point, we tend to be too easily pulled back into the negative. And I've found that to be true in my life now. Everything that I've dreamed of is coming true. And people from my past, negativity, also try to show up and take me down. So my point is, always be aware of your surroundings, stay grounded, stay true, and only focus, only give your energy to people who deserve it. Only entertain things that build you up, and stay around the people that celebrate your success or your wins. Be humble. Nobody likes an arrogant person. Be humble, be nice, be kind, and be true.